Hey, sports fans, PBZ Sports Chaos. And guess what? MLB playoffs are starting up, and we're going to talk about it real quick here on this week's show. PB, this is surprises that happened in this thing, right? I mean, five teams I didn't see coming in this thing.
No, exactly. If you go back to our preseason predictions, right, we're a little bit off this year.
I mean, O's, first of all, never mind the O's got in. They won the division, and they had the best record in the American League. I did not see that even coming close to fruition. Rangers, they tied for first, but Houston got it by head to head. Twins, I don't think I picked Twins. I don't
We
know
didn't
what
have the
you.
two. I think we both had the White Sox or the
I think so
Indians
too.
or the Guardians. Yeah.
And then out west, I mean, in the National League, I'm sorry, the Marlins and the Diamondbacks. I mean,
I
obviously
know.
you've got sunbaked brain again. You're rooting for the Marlins, but did you see that happening? No, you
No,
didn't, did you?
no, no. And you didn't even have the. I had the Brewers. You didn't even have the Brewers.
No, I didn't. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So, but we were way off this year. I mean, we had your standard staples in there. We had the Astros and the. I think we had the Braves and we had the Dodgers and those type of teams. But
I would say this. So you're right. To me, though, PB, do you agree? This is literally like a three-team chase. It's the Dodgers and the Braves and the Astros. I think. I know the Astros are, could have been a wild card. They didn't win the division by head-to-head only, but I think
yeah.
it's those three teams and no one else.
Well, I have my take on the Astros. You'll hear that in a minute. But I agree with you with the Braves and the Dodgers are the two best teams in the league. To me, though, it's going to be a Braves. It's going to be a Braves Dodgers NLCS, and the winner of that should win the World Series. That's the way I look at it.
I actually, you know what? You gave me a hard time at the beginning of the year, especially when they're losing. I got the Phillies as a better team than the Astros. So I think the three best teams in the National League right now.
Okay, and you know what? The Phillies played the Astros last year in the World Series.
Yes. So,
right.
All right, let's start with the American League. We got the Wild Card Series. It starts on Tuesday. Tomorrow, all of the games are being played. So, and that best of three, right? The Wild Card is best of three,
Yep.
correct?
Yep, 2 out of 3. Yep, it's a series. It's like a series. So all 3 games are at the same place. You don't get to play any games at home if you're the lower seed.
All right, let's start out. Toronto with the Twins, or I think it's Twins are the home team, right?
Yep, Twins are the whole team.
Yeah, because they won. Because
they won their division. The Jays are the better team though, so I'm going to go Blue Jays in that series.
I'm with you. Jays easily. They didn't play up to expectations, in my opinion. I thought they could have been a better team than they were, but on paper, they're much better than the Twins. All right, Texas, Tampa Bay. I know you kind of like Tampa Bay as well. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Tampa they're well managed. They got a great staff. I mean, I'll take Glasnow and Glasnow and Savali and Eflin at the top of my rotation any day over the leftover Red Sox Evaldi, the leftover Yankees Montgomery and Dunning. I mean,
by the way, Evaldi had a pretty good year. He suffered an injury. He was out for a while. He had a really good year. I got Texas winning the series easily.
I have Tampa Bay winning the series. It's in Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay is the better team, and I think they have a deeper team. They're gonna have these pinch hits that you don't expect in the 7th and 8th inning. They're gonna have guys coming in out of the pen. They're gonna have a good starting rotation. I think Tampa, as a matter of fact, if Tampa wins that, they end up playing the Astros, and that's my next take is on what's going to happen in the next round. But I got Tampa Bay.
Okay, all right. So let's go back up to the top. So we both had Toronto moving on to face the Astros, correct?
Well, no, because if Tampa wins, they would play the Astros, and Toronto would play Baltimore.
Okay, I thought it was fixed that you were in.
Oh, it's a bracket.
Yes.
It's a bracket.
Yes. So the winner of Toronto Twins plays the Houston Astros.
Okay, I'm taking the Astros in that series then, no matter what. I had the Astros.
I am as well. I think the Astros playoff experience ends up winning out, and that's what they do. Toronto has the talent. Toronto has the talent, but they just haven't played up to it this year. I don't know why, but Houston's experience plays out. All right.
I don't agree.
So you've got Who plays the O's? I've got Texas playing the O's. You got Tampa Bay playing the O's.
Yeah, and now it kind of makes me lean more to the or like I had Tampa upsetting the Astros in that round. But now it makes me want to change my mind a little bit. Um, you know what? I'm going to stick with Tampa. I think Tampa's can beat the Orioles. I wasn't coming in planning on that, but I'm going to ride Tampa here to the finals because
I'm going O's. As a guy that's been to Camden Yards a million times, I would love to see the O's win one series. I think they can win this one series.
Yeah.
It's going to be a competitive series, but I think they beat your team was Tampa Bay. I think they beat Texas, but either way, O's I think win it.
Okay, you and I together. We've been to Camden Yards together for games, so
yes. All right, so we got. I've got Houston playing the O's. You got Houston playing Tampa Bay.
Yeah, yeah. I had it originally in the second round, not realizing I was off with the bracket thing. So
here you go. So you had Tampa Bay. If it was the other way around, you had them. You had Houston. I'm sorry, losing. Do you have them losing now?
Yeah. Yep. That's good.
You got Tampa Bay going to the World Series.
I got Tampa Bay going to the World Series. Yep.
This is the worst thing that can happen in Major League Baseball. We don't need the cheap ass Blue Jay. Tampa Bay, whatever they call themselves now, Rays, going to the World Series. No, it can't happen. I got Houston. Houston goes again.
Yeah,
I still am not over the cheaters, but I don't want the Rays going. It can't happen. It's not good for baseball. Now the high blue will be hired again, but I mean,
probably a safer pick. But I'm gonna take the Rays to make it in the American League. All
right. Let's go to the National League because we already said it earlier. This is probably it's the Atlanta LA Dodgers chance, but. Let's talk about these undercards. You get the Diamondbacks. They play Milwaukee first. You like the Bucks a lot. Diamondbacks don't deserve to be there, so I'm going with the Bucks. What do you got?
Yeah, and you mean the Brewers?
Right? Yeah, Brewers, Bucks, Brewers, whatever.
Miami and Arizona are the only two teams entering the playoffs with negative run differentials. So it's going to be hard for me to pick either one of those teams.
I'm blown away by this. By the way, I would have loved to see the Cubs or Cincinnati make it. They both had pretty good teams. But the fact you got two teams, you just said negative run differential in the playoffs.
Yeah. So I get the Brewers. I get the Brewers too.
All right. Marlins, Philadelphia. Please don't tell me your sunbaked head is going to pick an upset here. Please don't tell me.
I mean, I'm going to pull for I'm going to be cheering for and rooting for the Marlins. I love some of the young talent on the team, and just they're a fun team to watch. They really are. But it would be one of those magical runs if they could somehow do something here. But if I'm betting with my head here, it's Phillies all the way. So I'm going to take the Phillies in that series.
By the way, Kyle Schwarber, 40 home runs. I forget how many RBI. I don't think he got to 100. Under 200 batting average. Is that mind-boggling to you?
It's like Greg Luzinski of old, right?
Yes. I mean, yes. Or Dave Kingman.
Oh, Dave Kingman. Yeah.
And Schwarber's, I actually like Schwarber. I think he's a good player. I wish the Sox had re-signed him. But seriously, man, he's almost has as many hits as he does home runs. That's how bad it's either a strikeout or a home run for that dude, right? So, all right, I got Philly winning that series. We got Milwaukee playing Milwaukee is playing the Dodgers. Philly's playing the Braves. I think we already said it earlier, but it's Braves Dodgers, right?
Right, and that's why it doesn't matter who wins. If Miami somehow upsets or Arizona somehow upsets that first round, it's not going to matter because the Dodgers and the Braves are going to win that next round and play in the NLCS for sure.
The Braves and Dodgers. I just hope that it plays out to 7 games. Don't you hope that?
Oh my God, the Braves are good, man. They're the only thing they have going against them is they're a little bit banged up with their starting rotation. Max Fried's going to be coming back and pitching his first game off the IL on tomorrow, I think, maybe even. And what's his name? Morton's also coming off the IL. So
what about Mustache Boy? What Spencer Strider?
Strider. He's the one, right? You're right. He's going the first game.
Okay.
But their lineup is just stacked. I mean, they're just, to me, they're the team to beat. So, but
Well,
yeah,
by the way, the Dodgers lineup stacked too, and JD Martinez. Thank God you had a great year, man. Showing high moon, he made another mistake. Thank God. JD Martinez came back big time, and him and Mookie are really tight. And by the way, does oh my God, just throw the first baseman.
Freeman.
Does Freddie Freeman have the best swing since Ken Griffey Jr.?
Yeah, he's got a sweet swing. He does.
Oh my God, that thing is, and he's had a classic year, 50 home runs, right? What, 50 doubles, 30 home runs, right?
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Right. Well, and then just talking about left-handed first baseman, you got Matt Olson on the other side with the Braves, who's right there.
What's he got? 54, 55 home runs he finished with? Yeah.
That would be
that's gonna be an epic series.
That could be one of the best series we've seen in a long time.
Hopefully there's no upset and these guys they make it to the final. So who do you got winning the whole thing? You've got obviously Tampa Bay going. I got Houston. I'm gonna take Dodgers going.
I'm gonna take the Braves. I'm gonna take the Braves. So you got an Astros, Dodgers World Series. I'm gonna have a Braves Rays World Series.
By the way, the Astros Dodgers is a repeat of the year the Astros cheated, right?
Yeah. It's a good point. Yeah, and then I'm going to take the Braves. I got to take the Braves over the Rays. They get there. They're going to do what we've seen Florida teams do this whole 2023: make it to a final and then lose. Right? With how many between college? You can go right down the list to, even college baseball and college basketball. Pro hockey. I mean, we've just seen it across pro basketball. They've all finished second. So here's another example of a Florida team coming in second. The Rays will lose to the Braves in the World Series.
All right, man. Either way, it's a National League team. That's going to win this thing.
So you got the Dodgers beating the Stros.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
In 5.
Yeah, and I think the Braves would probably be right in that 5 or 6 conversation too.
I'm with you. All right, there we go. MLB wrap up. I know we didn't hit our predictions right on the money, but we're going to make it this time around. Marlon, there you go. All right, brother. I'll talk to you.
See you, man.